Yeah, I've asked her to go to work like a Dr. Mengele, doing what he does. See, what he does is magic. It's the best I've ever seen. And the Raiders, if you don't have at least a guy like Herb, you're fucking up. And it's like this. Herb, if I have the speed to walk into any fucking NFL camp right now, when I'm really spun on stevia and weed, and I'm feeling pain that shuts other people down, isn't that true?
You have good pain tolerance.
Okay, don't you shut everybody down and you have to stop, isn't it true? You have to hold back.
Sometimes, yes.
How many times out of 100 would you have to hold back? 99?
A lot of times.
Okay. Point is, President Obama, you're being used as a black whipping boy slave, okay, by the white slave masters that fucked your people over, stole them, brought the cream of the crop over to the theorists. I'll tell you what, if you were to start a new colony on Mars, say, and all you did was took the cream of the crop of the white folks, I'll tell you what, they would breed some incredible babies. You feel me? A Jesse Owens, a Carl Lewis, Herschel Walker, Bo Jackson. You feel me? I mean, now does that sound racist, Herb Akers? It's a fact, isn't it?
No comment.
You're not touching that one. Well, it's like this. I have shut down fucking speed, Lou Holtz, to the point where I shut Alan Pinkett down in man-to-man coverage where that black, fast running back couldn't get open. Herb Akers, have you ever seen that on TV? A white boy in the NFL covering a black running back, shutting his ass down, glue, done, okay? Couldn't outrun me, nothing. Ever seen that?
Well, you know I don't watch football, Dan.
Well, that's because you're more socially fucking well adjusted, okay? Tell you what, the wives of your crowd don't get punched when their teams lose, okay? And I'll tell you this is a fact. Suzanne Michelle Roy, my ex-girlfriend at Notre Dame, had a class, and her final paper was on something in criminal justice. And I wrote the paper for her and got an A for her, and I didn't even take the class. And you know what it was on? It was on the psychological profile of a cop. I swear to God, it was, yeah, wasn't that right, Susie? And what I said was definitely a football player in high school. The vast majority of cops are. Now, there's a lot of good cops, straight up. My mouth in the past has even turned probably a few of them against me, exercising my constitutional right to free speech. Now, Herb, if I can cover black guys man to man, I had jet speed, I could walk into any NFL camp right the fuck now when I'm really spun on stevia and weed, and I'm white, how special is that? I mean, that's like every household in fucking America knows who the fuck I am if I play football, Lou Holtz. And I swear to God, Lou Holtz, Dan, I'm kicking you off the team. You know, you haven't done anything, son. Okay, you haven't, broken any rules. You're just not doing the little things that it takes. Okay, and by little things, he didn't say this. It probably meant sucking his cock. Okay, because I wouldn't do that. But you're just not doing the little things that it takes to be a football player at Notre Dame. So I'm gonna kick you off the team, and and then fast forward to me coming back, and I come back and I'm 201 pounds, man. Okay. Does that tell you that I'm switching from linebacker to free safety? Or I'm saying, fuck football, I'm done. I'm actually going to start boxing at 201 pounds. But you know what that little son of a bitch tells me? And isn't it true, Herb, that 99 out of 100 right now, what you're doing? Well, what you're doing is not so bad at it. But it would shut people down to the point where they wouldn't be saying shit. They would be going, right?
Usually.
Yeah. Lou Holtz, wake up, bitch. You messed up, Lou. All you had to do was be enraged that I didn't stay home on the goal line, okay? I mean, Herb, you don't like football, but you understand the game, right? Okay? You're on the goal line. It's 4th and fucking inches, dog. 4th and inches. You only got to go, like, seriously, 2 inches for a touchdown. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. Up the middle is where Pittsburgh's already gone, okay? They have fucking president on a quarterback sneak, okay? And it's the first play of the 4th quarter. Tell you what, how it should look on TV. First play, 4th quarter. Notre Dame should be lined up fucking saying, come on, bitches, let's do this. Feel me? I mean, when Pittsburgh breaks their huddle, Notre Dame should be lined up, ready to fucking go. But guess what? Foz Fazio, may he rest in peace, he was one of the best, man. He didn't go far enough, okay? But, yeah, his original call was a passive blitz. It was for me to make sure there was nothing outside, okay? Because I had outside contained. But if there wasn't anything to the outside, do what I can. You know, crash that party. And then last second fucking call. Fact, okay? That's why we're late deploying. And Pittsburgh is beating us to the fucking line. Straight up. Do you know how, do you know, like, coaching 101? Pittsburgh beating us to the line, I bet you Foz Fazio was fucking enraged, dog. Lou Holtz overrode Foz Fazio, and Lou Holtz ordered Dan Quinn to stay home and look for a sweep on the goal line, okay? And I thought to myself, fuck this motherfucker. Straight up, I'm not gonna sell my team out, dog. I'm not gonna do it. And when I looked at his feet and they went north-south, you know what? I hit it. That wasn't a blitz. David Beckham. I'll tell you what, David Beckham, you're one of the best soccer players I've ever seen. I love soccer. Oh, I truly loved it, Herb Akers. Love soccer. I scored 20 goals in 10 games my first year. I was the fastest on the field, by far, okay? I could outrun everybody, and I was wicked good. But when I tasted football, it was like fucking heaven, Herb Akers. Absolute heaven. You want to know why? Because I could literally unfucking load on every play. And I'm talking every play, dog. Okay, I could unload on somebody as hard as I could and try to fuck them up and beat their ass and hurt them. Okay, like it was a fight, dog. Okay, I loved it. It was my element. I was savage. Okay, Herb Akers, have you ever, okay, and I'm talking no steroids, clean, my senior year in high school, I benched 405 pounds. Have you ever heard about, I mean, that's pretty unusual.
Pretty good, huh?
Oh yeah, 405 pounds. Robbie Plumley, speak on it, son. Make $1 million. And then in the deadlift, I did 500, and faulty mechanics, I still feel it in my lower back to this day, right? And yeah, I was 6'3", 235 pounds of sheer fury and anger. I bet you the women who told me after my freshman year at Notre Dame when I came back to San Diego, the women who told me that they had a crush on me, okay, the entire way through, I was like, well, why didn't you tell me? Because I thought I was ugly, man. I mean, I swear to God, people didn't realize what they were walking into when they walked into Dan Quinn. But, well, you've seen my fights. I have explosive hand speed when I throw punches, you know. Yeah, so I don't throw enough of them like against Aaron Brink, but if I had somebody from Carnage there saying, hey, you might want to warm up before a fight, that would have been a good thing. You feel me? That's what teams are supposed to do. Anyhow, fact, not fiction. You know, it's like this. I would have never, ever come to Scandalmento, ever, Cal Worsham, who should be the fucking... tell you what, Herb, what you're doing now, this shuts motherfuckers down, doesn't it? Okay, like Jamie Hara, I've heard him going, this would shut him down, wouldn't it? Not speaking on it anyway. I know, and he's a sav. Okay, and he can't stand cow worship. And if Jamie Hart can't stand somebody, that's saying quite a bit, man. Because he's a good motherfucker. Okay, I met a few of them in my trip through MMA land. But do you think, seriously, just out of curiosity, okay, you don't know MMA really, and you don't know football, but do you think there's anybody in MMA that could go, hey, NFL, give me a shot one day, okay, and I'll shut your fucking receiving crew down, straight up. I'm saying that you put the Bonapua fight, add Bonapua, all right? You were there, weren't you?
I saw it.
Okay, you saw it, yeah. Well, you were there for the Rick Fardell fight.
Yes.
Yeah, when 85 pounds of steroids, Herb Dean is allowed to smother me for fucking 3 rounds because he's too pussy to throw punches up top. Anyhow, do you think anybody in MMA could say, I'll cover anybody in the NFL? Probably man for man, because I'll just take the inside away. Straight up, I'll take the inside away, and I'll say, beat me deep. And see, the thing about speed, homie, speed and quickness, 2 different things. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, there's some quick guys out there. Put it like this. True story. There was a 4'4" brother at the party last night. I haven't got to the party yet, have I? Okay? Straight up. These ladies are there. They're liking me. You know, I take my shirt off. We take some pictures. Take a little videotape. And then I say, you want to see the fastest fucking white boy that you've ever seen? Like, I could, you know, do what I just said. And they're like, sure. So we go outside, and they were like, oh my God. They caught it on tape, actually. I was so, like I was before not Rick Fardell, Aaron Brink. I was, you know, in a zone, man, not thinking about it. So anyway, we go back in, we make another video that I posted. And then the owner of the Silicon Valley Athletic Club comes up, the SVAC, Silicon Valley Athletic Club, and dude was cool. You know, he's like, you know what? We have some people are concerned. You know, it's like concerned about what? That I'm fucking leaner than they are, that I'm fast, that I'm probably better looking, and their girlfriends are probably getting wet for me. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit. Anyway, I talk with him. And he's gonna let me go. I mean, not out the door, but I'm gonna stay there. You feel me? Because everything's fine. Mm-hmm. And then I swear to God, his bouncer is standing behind him, homie. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what. I'm looking at the tape now. His bouncer is standing behind him, punching his fists or punching his palm. You understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. If somebody was standing behind somebody talking to you, Herb Akers, and they were talking about potentially kicking you out, and there's a bouncer standing behind him, literally punching his fucking palm, would you feel threatened? I mean, he's punching his palm, licking his chops, looking at you.
Well.
Okay, I mean, threatening, don't you think? Not professional at all. And so I could let it go, but I chose not to. It was the end of the night. I'd already accomplished my gig, right? Some ladies had seen me, and you know what? Word will spread. And that'll eventually lead to a tryout somewhere. And I'm saying that it's going to take a really fast motherfucker to beat this white boy, because I got jets, niggas out there, respectfully. Yeah, I've had black guys that are fast say that is a white Nigger. Okay.
One line on your right side.
Okay. That's a white. You know, Herb, I felt like I've been trapped. I felt like a black kid my entire life, man. Straight up. I mean, athletically, people don't understand. I walked away from the game, and I had the ability to take it over, man. And then Holtz telling me that I don't have the ability. And I'll tell you, this is true. Okay. And is it not true that what you're doing is extremely fucking painful, and this taps everybody?
It's uncomfortable, yes.
Yes, okay. And I'm saying, put your work in, man. You know? I mean, does anybody ever hold a conversation through that right there?
Usually not.
Not at all. You know? So this is spectacular enough where Obama should pay attention, just because I think it's true. Pain is torture, correct?
Pain is painful.
Pain is torture, okay? And if there are people in America that are suffering pain, they're being tortured. So Romney trying to fucking get weed illegal, Obama, that's a big one, dog. Tell you what, I know that I mentioned the violin before, and Cedric Figueroa, a linebacker at Notre Dame, he told me one time he didn't eat pussy, and not many brothers that he knew did. But I'll tell you what, brothers that he knew were like special. You feel me? In an NFL way. You know, I mean, straight up. You know, I mean, Figs was as good as you get. Talk about talent. Talk about lazy. Figs would come into practice at Notre Dame looking like a beached fucking walrus, dog, because he was lazy. He was so good, he didn't have to train. This motherfucker, this is no shit.
And go ahead and line you back.
He was, okay, this is going to be painful, isn't it? Isn't it?
Go ahead, line right, yes.
Okay, cool. This is going to be painful, and I'm going to tell a Figs story. Figs is such a fucking savage that he breaks Marty Lippincot's tooth with a head slap in fucking pass rush. Want to know why? Because Figs, his hand was broken, and I think he fucking nursed that shit. Used it as an excuse because he could have a weapon on his hand, and he fucking used it. And like I said, man, illegal move, and it wasn't caught. He broke Marty Lippincot's fucking tooth. He was a savage. He didn't lift weights for like a year, and he comes back and he benches like 365, dog, straight up. Didn't touch weights for the longest time. And then, you know what? Holtz kicking me off the team cost him millions, guaranteed. Now, the difference between a 4th round draft pick and a 2nd to a 1st, you know the difference in money? Oh, it's huge, huge. So the NFL got a steal when Holtz fucked Figs and moved him from Lawrence Taylorville to David Butler offside Backerville, okay, where you're not the focal point of the defense. And he moved Frank Stamms in there, who was a good athlete, man. I mean, obviously he's at Notre Dame, but on the football field, and this is no shit, okay, and I'll put my life on this practice film, I beat him like he was a redheaded stepchild every time that we faced each other. See my hands raised in the bingo bouts, me as strong as I was, Frank weak as fuck.
And up to a stand position.
Cool. Anyways, Frank, I challenge you to a race right now. I say I dust you, and I say in a cage fight, if someone doesn't stop the fight, I snatch your life and end it. Peace out, bitch.